Okay, so today we will be talking about the 2011 X buff that might happen during or right before 0.2's launch. Before we begin looking at the changes, I would like to ask you guys if you enjoy and like my content, please consider subscribing. I try and post daily videos. I haven't in the last week because I've been busy, but I'm planning to get right back onto it. And yeah, I make helpful videos for you guys, so you can go check my videos out and you might find something that helps you out, right? Okay, so first off, let's talk about 2011X's cooldowns and all the changes for those. So the first and major one is God's Trickery. So the cooldown is going from, I think it's 45-36 to 35-36. So basically it's going down by 10 seconds, which is really good because that gives you a higher chance of finding the survivor you want because you can cycle it out more often. And this helps with like stuff like just basically if you get lost, right, you can just like quickly use it, or you want to swap targets because something's not working out. So that's a very good buff. Okay, so the second buff he got for his cooldowns was the invisibility buff, which brought the cooldown to 10 seconds. So he can cycle invisibility every 10 seconds, which is really good. If you make a mistake and you need to, for example, use the invis super jump, or you need to do a quick invis right next to someone, and then you know, it basically just helps you cycle invis out more. And finally, the last cooldown change was to his M1 during rage mode. The M1 cooldown time is going from 2.5 seconds to 2 seconds, which is really good, because a lot of the times you just get cycled out by people jumping. If you're like more of a new player and like you just gotta keep swinging and then they just keep jumping, because I know like for like really good 2011X players, they'll wait for them to jump and then they'll just get a free hit off. But yeah, that's probably gonna help a lot of new players to play this character more. Now let's get to the big stuff. The two changes that don't seem like they're that big, but they change his kit completely, honestly. Like, there's a new way to play 2011X. So, the first change they did was they increased his M1 damage from 42 to 45, and his rage M1 damage from 50 to 56. Now, obviously, these are just like little numbers, right? So, like, you wouldn't assume much until you add those two up. When you add 45 and you add 56, you get 101 damage. Meaning, if you were to hit every survivor, for just to say, if you got rid of metal and the healers were kind of spread out, right? You'd have to hit every single one of them, every single survivor, one time. And then if you rage mode, every single survivor is one hit. Now, obviously, this is just like a situation like that could happen, because obviously Cream can heal the wounds, and Amy can just use the Blaze card to heal everyone else, right? But it's still it's a really good change that honestly it makes it so he doesn't have to like focus one guy over and over again. Obviously, he's probably still gonna do like the same thing, go after Metal Sonic and Amy during rage mode. But it also leaves opportunities for him to just get several hits and just like win the game right off rage mode, which is a really nice change. Now, these changes are all really good, but there's one change I was looking for which didn't show up, which is honestly the most needed change, and that's to his main ability, Charge. That ability is so bad. I honestly, like, I would just I've played games where I just don't use Charge, because honestly, the moment you charge, the survivors can hide within their friends. So basically, you're not going to get the person you want, you're going to get stuck with another person, and then either they're going to stall on that charge, wasting your time and saving the other survivor to get killed by Cream, or Metal's going to grab you and he's going to waste a whole minute of your time just so you can get blasted and him to full heal that HP back. It's really terrible. They need to buff the charge damage. They need to the cooldown should be lowered to just so he can cycle it more, and the damage should be more consistent. I think Honestly, Metal Sonic needs to take 2 damage instead of 1 during the charge timer, because he can just, it's just so ridiculous how long Metal Sonic can stall for. I've used that like tech before, where you just get grabbed, you can stall the entire timer out. It's insane. I also think, I don't, this is a long stretch, but I think that when charge gets, like when you grab someone with charge, I feel like it should stop the timer, so people can't just stall on it. Not in during rage mode, it shouldn't stall during rage mode, and not during LMS, it shouldn't do either of those, but just like general gameplay. And with that, that is the end of the video. Now, obviously these changes are not final, but I pray they are, because these are pretty good changes, and 2011X is pretty weak. Alright, I will see you guys in the next one.